What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan. I'm BMax45, and they're coming at you with another deck profile. We have another 2.5 deck, another BT20 deck. This is the new Jesmon GX. This is classed as our black deck for the format because there's so many good red decks that I want to play this format. I don't even get a chance to play them all, but we do use quite a few black cards, so this is our quote-unquote black deck for the format. So without further ado, let's get into this. Let's talk about the new cards, what we're playing, how we're playing this Jesmon deck. It's quite different than traditional Jesmon, which is one of the first decks I took to a tournament. I think it was Bielsmon and then Jesmon when the starter deck came out that I took to a couple regionals or Ultimate Cups in kind of the later, November, December format of that, whatever year that was. It was a couple years now. Was right when the starter deck came out, so I'm really excited because the new starter deck, or the starter deck Jesmon, has made a resurgence in the deck, so I'm very excited about that. But hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, as always, we're going to get right into it here, starting with the eggs. We are playing 4 of the BT8 Gankoomon. Now, a lot of people could be, there's other cards people could be running. I'm seeing the Coromon BT14 just because draw one after you hit a security. I like this because Jesmon has so many when attacking abilities that it can use, and sometimes being able to draw first before you finish your attack and activate all your abilities is really good because it can draw you into a piece you need. And you're not attacking with lower level Digimon. Like, very rarely are you attacking with your Huckmon with your Digi-Egg underneath in this deck. And even if you did, if you had a Bow Huckmon and the Huckmon with a plus 1000 inheritable, you'd still get the draw. So I feel like the Gankoomon is more valuable to you in this instance and then the Coromon, and that's why I'm going with 4 of him. Onto our rookies. We're playing 4 of our OG Huckmon, BT6 Huckmon Reveal Top, the best searcher in the game, honestly. On play Reveal Top 5, and add up to 2 cards with Huckmon, Jesmon, Sistermon, and their names among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck. The one thing about this one is that's bad is it doesn't let you search your Gankoos, because it doesn't say Royal Knight. It's just Jesmon, Huckmon, or Sistermon. You do get 2 targets too, but you do put all your Gankoos on the bottom of the deck. So this card kind of feels bad for that, but you do need it because you need to get all your pieces. And it can get you a lot of pieces fast. We have to play the new BT20 Huckmon, which is start of your main by trashing 1 card with Huckmon or Sistermon in its name or the Royal Knight trait in your hand, draw 1 and gain 1 memory. So this guarantees you 2 memory every turn, and this is all you need to do the combo. So that's really, really good. And then inheritable, all of your Digimon gain plus 1000 your turn. That's really cool. For our last level 3s, we're playing 2 Sistermon Blanc, the one that by trashing 1 card in your hand, draw 2, and then all turns we have a Digimon with Huckmon in its name or Royal Knight trait. This Digimon gains Decoy. Decoy is whatever, it's all right. But it's mostly there for the draw power and to put stuff in your trash because you do want stuff in your trash in this deck. That's it. Just 10 level 3s. On to the level 4s. We're playing 4 of a new Bow Huckmon, which is main once per turn. One of your Digimon with Sistermon or Gankoomon in its name from your hand. Sorry, you may play 1 Digimon with Sistermon or Gankoomon in its name from your hand, with play cost reduced by 2, which is really good, and we'll talk about it when we get to the Gankoomon a little bit more. This is the main combo piece that starts your combo off here, and then all turns plus 1000 inheritable. The only other level 4 we're playing 4 of the Sistermon CL, the one from BT10, that on play, if it's your turn, 1 your Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with the Royal Knight trait in your hand for its Digivolution cost, and then your turn, once per turn, when 1 of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with Huckmon in its name or Royal Knight in its traits, gain 1 memory. So it reduces that Digivolution by 1 because you're always going to be, doing that. So that's why we have that. It's, again, part of the combo piece where you basically just destroy your opponent, keep them from being able to do anything. Savior Huckmon is the only level 5 we play, the BT21. It has inheritable alliance if this Digimon has the reliant trait, which is really good. Then on play, when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less. And then end of your turn, by suspending one of your other Digimon, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with Jesmon in its name in the hand without paying the cost. So free Jesmon. So that's part of the combo to get up to the top of your stack. So you need 4 copies of that, but it's the only thing we play. We're really light. We got so many level 6s in this deck. We're really light on everything. So it's basically the deck is about getting your combo pieces, which you'll see later on. 4 copies of Jesmon starter deck, 12. When Digivolving Blitz, so if you're passing turn, you get to attack. When attacking, you may play one Digimon card with Systemon its name from your hand without paying its memory cost. Your turn once per turn. When you play another Digimon by an effect, this Digimon gains plus 3,000 DP and gains security attack plus 1 for the turn, so you get to check 2 cards. Plus you get that inheritable alliance, so if you play the Sistermon and then you can alliance it, you can go 3 checks, 1 attack. So super, super good. We're playing 1 copy of the old Jesmon X-Antibody, which has piercing. It digivolves 0 on a Jesmon, so if you do get to use that, you gain a memory and it digivolves, and it's actually really good. And then you can play when digivolving, you can play another Sistermon in its name from your hand or trash without paying its play cost. Then if Jesmon is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, or you have a Digimon with Sistermon in its name in play, which you always will, until the end of your opponent's turn, all of your Digimon may also attack unsuspended Digimon and get plus 2,000 DP. So it gives itself basically raid, and it has piercing, so it's really good. So you still get those checks in. Now the new part of the deck that kind of is where things change out. We play 4 copies of the new Gankoomon from BT20, which is when this card would be played. If you have a Digimon of Huckmon, Jesmon, or Sistermon in its name, reduce the play cost by 4. So if you pair this with the Bauhuck, you can play it for 6, so half of its cost, which will generally end your turn. But then it has reboot blocker, and then on play when Digivolving, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a level 6 or lower Digimon card with Huckmon in its name, or the Royal Knight trait in the hand, or trash without paying the cost. So this lets you. So if you have to trash a Bauhuckmon, this isn't bad. Or if you have to trash the next card we're going to be showing, which is Ganku X, this isn't bad because he can allow you to Digivolve into it, which is super, super good. The really cool thing is that the Bauhuck, like I said, 2 memory, go into Bauhuck, you reduce, you play this for 6, you put your opponent at 6, but everything else after that is pretty much free. You go save your Huck for free off the Gankoomon, and so you don't even need one in your hand because there's one in the trash, you're set. Then you can go use the Savior's ability to go for 0 into the Jesmon. Jesmon can attack. You can play Sistermons and then Digivolve your Gankoomon into a Ganku X, or Digivolve your Jesmon to a Jesmon X. And you might have to pay like 1 more memory, but still really great combo for 2 memory. And this is why it's super good, even if you're giving your opponent 6 or more memory. So the Jesmon X-Antibody, when he digivolves into this guy for cost 2 on your Gankoomon, when digivolving, de-digivolve to one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if Gankoomon or X-Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards until the end of your opponent's turn, none of your Digimon are affected by your opponent's Digimon effects. So they got to use option cards. And then opponent's turn, all of your Digimon with Sistermon or Huckmon in their names or Royal Knight trait gain reboot and blocker. Oh, that's so good. Inheritable. Opponent's turn, while this Digimon is Jesmon GX, all of your Digimon gain reboot blocker, same thing. That is why that card is so good, because it offers so much protection, and you make 2 big stacks and a Sistermon, and your opponent has to get around that with option cards or attacking, which is not always easy to do. And you check 3 cards, so unless they can kill you, and you got blockers all over the field, so it's just so good. The last Digimon we play is our level 7s. We play Jesmon GX. I'm playing 3 copies of the new GX Ace. Overflow 5. Blast doesn't have Blast Digivolve. It just has, it has Blast Digivolve, but it can DNA Digivolve from Jesmon or Gankoomon for cost 0. On play, when Digivolving, when attacking once per turn, by placing one Royal Knight trait card from your hand or trash as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP as this Digimon. When attacking once per turn, this Digimon unsuspends. Then for every 2 Royal Knight trait for every 2 Royal Knight trait cards in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, trash your opponent's top security card. So sweet thing is when you have all that protection, and you play, like, you either force your opponent to attack and then you play this, or next turn you just DNA Digivolve for free and you can end the game, because you at that point you have 3 with the Ganku X and the Jesmon. You have at least 3 names. You just got to put one from your hand or trash into him, and then you can basically attack, check the last 2 cards, attack for game. So it's super, super good. The deck finishes off super fast. It's just getting to the combo pieces is the hardest part. We do play 1 copy of the old Jesmon GX just because, you know, it is such a good card. And, you know, when Digivolving, you may place 1 card with a Royal Knight in its traits and a play cost of 3 or less from your hand or trash under this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card, and then activate one of that card's when Digivolving effects as an effect of this Digimon. Then Blitz all turns while a card with Royal Knight in its traits is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards. This Digimon gains Piercing, Blocker, and Security Attack Plus for each such card. So it's again really good card that can help you finish off games super fast. So I like 1 copy of that, the OG. That is it for our Digimon here. Last thing we play is we play a couple Tamers here. We're playing 3 Analog Youth because you want your pieces in your trash. If your level 5s die, you can tap it for memory, which is really good because you can disrupt your opponent's plays on their turns. And you get to hatch a Digi-Egg, so it's also really good. And that's, you know, like I said, you want stuff in the trash. So we also play 4 copies of from Master Disciple. Play cost 2, reveals top 3, adds 1 card with Huckmon Sistermon in its name or Royal Knight in its traits among them to your hand. Then it trashes the rest, so it sets up your trash, places itself in the battle area, and then delay the next time you can trash that card. So that the next time one of your Digimon would Digivolve this turn, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. You play 4 of it. It's also got the security ability to reveal top 3, add 1 card with Huckmon or Sistermon in its name, Royal Knight trait, to your hand, and then trash the rest and places the battle area. So it does the same thing basically, whether it gets hit from security or if you play it. So that's really good. And then lastly, we play 4 copies of Garnet Memory Boost because it activates for blacks too. You search top 3, you add a red or black. There's only, you know, your option cards or your analogs are the only thing that's not really a target, and your Sistermons, of course. But everything else in the deck is a target, and it gives you memory gain. So Garnet Boost, really, really good. Basically, you're just trying to search everything. That's why you play so many search cards, is because you're just trying to get all your pieces and then go combo off, which is what this deck does, and it can kill really fast. You just got to get your pieces. So that's the one thing. You got to get your pieces, and then you can just go for broke. But tell me what you guys think. This is a really fun deck. It's actually really super strong, and I'm enjoying playing it, and I can't wait to see other people's builds for this deck. And hey, tell me what you guys think. Do you like this build? Are you going to play something more traditional for Jesmon, or do you like the new Gankoomon stuff because it's super strong in this deck, and GX is super strong too, and just I love having the starter deck Jesmon back at 4. Well, it looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.